pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that will, Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have it. Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, Rose, but I have to grade you like everybody else.
Well, look, Dorothy, you made a mistake. I got that question right.
Rose, the question was, who was the leader of the Third Reich? You wrote Fritz Stickelmeyer, your high school history teacher. The correct answer...
General terms, and I make up wild, crazy names for my patients, so there's no way she could know who I was talking about.
Yeah, but nevertheless...
Oh, my God, I'm in the way. I can go in the kitchen. Why don't I go in the kitchen? You know, I used to worry that I would miss something, but that was before Richie. He's making me so unneurotic. Don't talk about me, it'll kill me.
Rehearsal. It's such a nice day. I think I'll walk.
Like that?
No, I'll probably take longer strides when I get to the sidewalk. Bye.
I meant her costume. I mean, people are going to think she's nuts.
You think she's nuts anyway. This'll confirm it.
Your cheek.
Thank you very much, Dorothy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go wash the squashed bug off my face.
Yeah, just a minute. Won't be very long.
Okie dokie, take your time.
There's somebody in the bathroom.
Well, he said he wouldn't be long. For a minute, Rose, do you know what we need? An Elvis impersonator. That sounds great, Blanche. I thought we'd get a new dishwasher first, but this could probably come in just as handy.
I mean for our next club meeting, Rose. Membership has been waning. Maybe this was...
God spoke to you. You haven't been eating chili dogs again, have you?
That was an honest mistake, and to clarify, that's when I thought God was whistling to me. This was him talking.
Oh, Ma.
Don't you think I know how crazy this sounds? But it really happened.
Ma, I don't believe it. Well, he has to leave. I'll be right back.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Be good now. I'm worried about Blanche. I wish she'd let one of us go with her. Not me. I hate hospitals. My friend Matty Fishbein went into the hospital a healthy guy. Then... Oh, this is all my fault. Let me do it. Oh.
And now my beautiful assistant will step into the magic box.
Alfonso, I need to make an announcement.
Yes, well, take your time. I forgot the...
Why don't you check the fruit salad?
No way.
I'm not going anywhere near that refrigerator.
Wow, 2 miracles in one day. Let me get us some refreshments before we start.
Please make yourself comfortable. Sorry it's so hot. And here we are in the middle of a heat wave with no air conditioning.
Not necessarily. If Rose wins the award, you'll be flown all expenses paid to St. Olaf to attend the ceremony.
Oh, well, this year I was planning to watch it on TV.
The Flipper comes to the rescue. It was only after that I picked up Rose's pamphlets and read about these magnificent creatures.
That's beautiful. Water lilies?
All right, you dolphin people, get away from the gate.
Watch it! Why can't you people see the light like this before? I was one of the smartest people in St. Olaf. I was a fool to think we could have a relationship. Please apologize to him for me. I'd do it, but it would just sound stupid.
Miami Vice.
Miami what? Vice? It's with the police department. Oh, I thought he was with the university. No, actually, before you left last night, I thought he was the doctor from the plane. Then Dorothy explained to me that he was the university interviewer.
No, that was Michael, the guy who flew the...
Dirty movies.
I'm going to bed.
Me too. I think I'll call it a night.
Dorothy, do you really think you ought to sleep in the same bed as Sophia? You could get that cold.
You know, you're right, Blanche. Ma, you sleep in your own room. Jean can sleep in my room tonight.
You're letting a sick old woman sleep in her own bed? with her own pillow?
Oh, sure. Some gloomy gusses muttered about the plutonium thing. But I figured if we could make our sleepy little hamlet into a first strike target, it would help tourism.
You know, it sounds like we both have a little trouble with groups.
Maybe so.
You remember that? Are you all right, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sorry, it won't happen again.
At least not until you're out of here.
Blanche. Karen and I are back together.
Karen?
Yeah.
We have a Pope! All my life I've been waiting for this.
Oh, okay, I won't disturb you.
Pussycat! Pussycat! I witnessed a miracle. The Pope came to the hospital and...
Of St. Olaf. And she was like, in a real sweet, syrupy, hello dear, it's Betty. Could I have a name for the mayor of St. Olaf? And I went, Handentil. Handentil. Mayor Well, she didn't like it either.
Okie dokie. Hey, why don't we take a nice walk on the beach? It's right outside the door.
I hate the beach.
Well, then why do you live here?
It's near work. Do you have a Valium?
No. Oh, but I do have a Tangerine Lifesaver. That always helps chase the blues away from me.
No, thanks.
How's he doing?
He married Mr. Adkins, the gym teacher.
Do I know you?
Oh, you probably don't remember. Randy Becker, American Lit?
Of course, oh my God, what are you doing here?
That's my booth over there, Borealis.
Randy, Miss...
But the important thing is, you're our chucklehead. and we wouldn't trade you in for any other chucklehead in the whole wide world. Why don't you take it, Dorothy?
Honey, you listen to me. What you did was great. It was historic. Honey, you're what? Cheesecake?
For an emergency.
What kind of emergency? Nuclear war?
Depression. Oh, you'll never guess what I found.
Judge Crater.
Cookies and cream ice cream, my favorite.
Oh, wait a minute. We're eating dessert. We can't start with dessert. If we're going to have dessert, we better have something to begin with.
You think we'll stay like this always?
I think eventually we'll have to go to the bathroom.
And you'll love me always?
Always.
Because I won't always look like this, you know.
Honey, you don't look like you did 10 years ago, but that hasn't...
Right there ahead of us. But when we pulled up to Bubba's Chapel of Bliss and Tackle Shop, there you were. Well, I was ready for the fight of my life, but all you said was...
I think that just might work. I mean, she thinks of herself as the godfather. I'll just make her an offer that she can't remember.
Sophia, thank you for coming.
hurt.
Dorothy! Sal, do something about your daughter.
Dorothy, come over here.
Down to the market for some cookies and bean dip. Oh, hell, I'll just take the damn thing off in the car.
Oh, Blanche, I'm glad you're here. I have something to tell you.
What is that you're holding?
Oh, I bought a new gown.
Oh.
The humor still, eh? He still make you laugh like he used to.
Well, not really. But then again, I haven't seen him naked lately.
Would you listen to those two always with the quips?
So tell me, how are the children?
Oh, Uncle... Transparent.
You're the one who always complains that her birthday parties are dull and boring. When I saw Mr. Ha-Ha's advertised on television, it looked like fun.
Yeah, for a 5-year-old, Rose. Or someone who thinks like one.
I I've ruined your birthday.
Oh, no, you haven't. You haven't ruined it.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that summer day in 1932. I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious baby in my life.
Oh, Ma, that's beautiful. Well, things are going just great. Oh, look at this. You're holding my hand while I'm skating. What were you thinking then?
I'll never forget that winter day in
Blanche, what are you doing lining shelves on a Friday?
You wherever you are, but if it can, honey, you've got it. Big Daddy, I do love you so much. I just wish there was some way I could know you're hearing what I'm saying.
Blanche.
Oh, Lord.
Away with it.
Same reason a dog licks himself, Dorothy. Because he can.
Where's Stan?
That wasn't Stan at the door.
Oh, who was it?
Now, Dorothy, just stay calm. Just relax and don't do anything you'll be...
Here.
Blanche, don't you think it's time we cut the cake?
Oh, yes, I do, Rose.
Who invited? It's time for me to move on. My job here is done.
I always love it when you talk like the Lone Ranger. Ma, I want you to know that I support your decision. I think you'll make a great nun.
Thanks. I needed to hear that.
I love you, Ma.
I love you too, Tonto. Dorothy.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Listen to this. If I were truly free, O fire of my loins, I'd take you to a paradise in the sun where we could lie naked, bronze body against...
Well, nothing. He didn't send a letter.
Well, that is unbelievable. I wrote him 2 days earlier. I did the dumbest thing. I walked out of this house and completely forgot it's a full moon. Under those conditions, a Sunshine Cadet Master must wear full headdress. Here I come, Glory.
Well, you ought to be. What about Dorothy? She happens to be my friend.
There's no reason to bring Dorothy into this.
Hi, Elliot.
Well, hello, Rose. My, what is that marvelous scent you're wearing?
Fancy albacore tuna. I made a casserole for dinner.
Would you, sir?
Down here, honey, and tell us all about your trip.
Oh, it was fabulous. The food was delicious, the weather was absolutely gorgeous, and the activities on board ship, well, the list goes on forever. Masquerade balls, hootenannies, tours at the engine room, fashion shows, jazzercise, Las Vegas night, Monte Carlo night, Rio night.
Gave me the tattoo. I asked for a rose. He thought I said a nose. Thanks. Oh, Blanche. I really like being out with you.
I really like being out with you, too.
This is her husband, the man who perfected the hot dog.
Oscar Mayer. Ma, you're not making any sense.
All right, Dorothy, let me level with you. All my life, I've been the practical one. Your father was the dreamer. So when this opportunity came along, I could have...
No, thank you, Sophia.
How about some coffee?
Sorry, I didn't steal any, but I have plenty of matches.
I meant that we could make some.
Good idea. I'll put some on.
Dorothy, I have to tell you, not being able to spend any time alone with you is driving...
Elements.
No, it doesn't, Blanche. That's where I put my creamsicle down this afternoon when I answered the phone. See, it rubs right off.
Oh, thank you, Rose. Thank you. You don't know what that means to me.
Rose, you remembered a kiss unlocked your... Bye. Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. Forget it. Girls, I have something very important to tell you. What is it? Look. He proposed.
Oh, Blanche, that is the biggest diamond I've ever seen.
I know.
Ma, I need support now, please. Honey, no jokes. No, I told you so's.
Of course not. Dot. Dot, I've got a truck. Hey, listen to me, I'm a Beatle. Answers.
Well, I'm ready for the reunion. What do you think?
Oh, pussycat, I think you haven't changed a bit since your prom.
Really?
No, I'm lying. Gee, why do you press me on these things? Anywhere they... Hey, I do have it pretty good. Now, if I could just get you to crack the window when you lock me in the car...
Ma, stop it now. I want you to behave yourself. We're here to give Rose moral support on her big day, and I don't want you doing or saying anything to embarrass her.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Rose.
This is Mia. Maybe he could explain to me how the three-way bulb works. I've always wondered about that.
I've always wondered about the same thing, Rose. That and what Jane Pauley looks like standing up.
Maybe she can't stand up. Maybe Willard has to carry her.
All right, Uncle Angelo. For the time being, I guess you can use Uncle Morris's old apartment.
Oh, Dorothy, thank you so much. My first apartment in America. Here, I will begin again. Here, I will start a new life.
Oh, I remember the first time I ever saw the ocean. It was on my honeymoon. My husband, Charlie, and I drove from Minnesota to New York. Well, actually, we were driving to California. We were young and in love, and I was blowing in Charlie's ear. He lost his sense of direction on the turnpike. Beloved brother, Fluffy.
You're going to have to do better than that, Rose.
Oh, give us some credit. The woman has never told a lie in her life. Nobody does it great the first time.
Look, the truth is, I can't stop tonight because I'm afraid. I don't know if I can.
And as a blind person.
I'll talk to her. Rose?
Yes. Lily,
I know you just wanted to see if I was all right.
him.
Rose, he was in the witness protection program. He lied about his job, his past, his name, everything.
Well, it is already paid for. We're going out now.
Tell us all about the big weekend.
And don't leave out a thing. I want you to start with the sweet nothings he whispered in your ear.
Well, okay. First, he said that I was a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
And then he said I was fun to be with.
Yeah. And then we are over. There is nothing wrong with my relationship with Eddie, and if my mother can't buy it, I am very sorry. It is her problem.
Oh, just getting in? Listen, if you three are just going to use this place days, would you mind if I got one of those medical emergency beepers? I'd feel terrible if you came home one morning and found me on the doorstep instead of the Miami Herald.
Jokester, huh, Dorothy?
And speaking of joke stand, that is some toupee you've got. Oh, Rose, I'd like you to meet my ex-husband, Stan Zbornak.
Hello.
And this is his hair.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
We're having dinner on Saturday.
I really appreciate this. You're meeting my mother.
Hey, you want to get married?
You mean instead of meeting my mother?
No, we can do both.
It's kind of sudden. Marquee at Caesar's Palace. Rain, Rose.
Where is that idiot Stan? Angelo will be here from the airport any minute.
I don't know where he is. You know, Stan's always late. He was even late for our first date.
And then you were late. Hey, if I want to leave, I'll leave. I'm free, single, and 80.
I'm not going to take no for an answer. You're staying.
I should have known you couldn't make it without me.
You're right, I can't. And neither can Blanche and neither can Rose.
Of course not, Rose. The woman can hardly find her way to...
Sick and crazy. And to know what I have and that there are a lot of other people who have the same thing.
I don't like the name. I think I ought to have a better name.
Well, that's what Dr. Chang said. Chronic fatigue syndrome makes it sound like I'm just a tired person when it is so much more than that.
Dorothy, is this a good champagne?
Gee, it's hard to tell. The 2 for $7 sticker is covering the year of the vintage.
Well, I'm sorry, Dorothy, but the welcoming committee is on a budget. Now hurry up and finish arranging those flowers. Mr. Vaughn's going to be arriving.
As fast as I could.
I just couldn't believe you forgot the peanut butter vanilla ice cream. That's Mario's favorite.
I was so sure chocolate was his favorite. That's why I brought it this morning.
Oh, my goodness me.
But it's a dream come true.
I don't understand.
You should have that printed on a T-shirt. We're opening the old business again. $1 million idea deserves a second chance.
Ma, come on, you're both over 80. Starting a business is hard work.
Yeah, for amateurs, but we've already done it.
Sophia?
I forgot to give you this letter. Oh, from Sicily. A gift from Cousin Vito.
A feather. That's a message of some kind, isn't it?
What are you babbling about?
Don't play dumb with me, Ma. Everything from Sicily.
Mr. Sandman!
Yes?
Ring me a dream. The chambermaid. He always had the sign on the door, maid service requested. He slept with everyone. Secretaries, school teachers, babysitters, neighbors, friends. One Easter, we gave our little boy some rabbits. They used to look at Al in amazement.
The new director's gay. A gay theater director. Did you ever hear such a thing?
It's absolutely shocking. Next thing you know, they'll have black basketball players in the NBA. Ma, you are making lasagna Alfredo. I'll give you so much more than I can. You'd live in a mansion, you'd have servants, you'd do your grocery shopping with Bert Convy.
And you'll have your space, and you can sit home on Friday night and become an old maid like your Aunt Regina, and you won't have to listen to me nag.
Then I guess it's all settled. Operate at a profit.
Our patients' Social Security and Medicare pay most of our bills. Government subsidies pick up the slack so we can meet minimum standards.
Well, then maybe minimum standards aren't enough.
Right again. And this year the government's made cutbacks. We're operating in the red and doing the best we can.
Are you telling me, Vaz?
Hell, that solves the mystery. They think Rose is a little kid.
What are we going to do? If she reads that letter to the press, she'll humiliate herself.
We certainly can't tell those Russians the truth.
Why not?
Because they will use it as a propaganda ploy to convince the whole world.
And that is the kind of courage and strength that flows through your veins.
Pussycat,
Yeah, Ma?
you make me very proud.
No, Ma. You make me proud.
I hope you're not waiting for a hug.
Beto, stand up and say, hello there. Oh, I know. You can give Miles one of those boudoir photographs. You know, where you pose for pictures in sexy lingerie.
Oh, I don't know. I'd feel cheap, like you.
Oh, Rose, come on.
Oh, that's all right, Dorothy. Not everybody likes him. But boy, Miles has just disappeared. Have you seen him?
Maybe I will have a herringbone.
What about Miles?
And one for later.
Oh, Ma, I've done something terrible. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did.
And wait.
So, you two are sisters.
That's Stan. Rose, would you get the door?
Oh, is Stan still as crazy as ever?
No, as a matter of fact, he's
The
not.
monarch butterfly spreading its wings as it emerges from the miracle of the cocoon.
She got him to pay for half the room.
Or the sturdy cypress reaching heavenward, tall and mighty and proud.
That one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory.
Peppermint!
Don't yell, I heard you the first time.
It's nice to sit here at the beach.
Yeah, beach is nice, always was.
My son used to like the beach.
Tell me about it. That's why you wanted to open our pizza knish stand on the boardwalk in Coney Island.
Package of these, please.
And, I'll take these.
No, thank you. Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Joe, I need a price check on some condoms.
Both threw up a little.
Honey, did that mean old lady put you in the garage?
No, the mean young lady did. Rose, Ted's coming over later, and I just don't want that dog making a big mess. He's already been into my personal things.
Well, maybe we should get him some rubber toys.
They do seem to be as...
Concoctions.
Yes! It's called Gnurkenflirten cake. It's an ancient recipe, but I Americanized it.
Yeah, so one might say you brought Geflerkenurken into the 80s?
Yes, but I'm not one to blow my own vertebran. You startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I'll knock.
Like your bathrobe.
Yeah, kids gave it to me for Father's Day.
I wish I had that knack.
Rose, I think you ought to know something. I didn't tell you. In fact, I never told anybody, but I cry every Thursday night.
But I thought you were so happy.
I am most of the time, but hey, it's hard being Blanche Devereaux all the time. It does begin to take its toll. The community.
Well, he is not ready.
Caroline, your mother and I were married for 43 years. They were wonderful years. I didn't think it was possible to find someone I'd care about again, but this happens when it happens. I've got a second chance. I think it would be nice if...
Ought to be. No, I was talking about Mr. William Buster Collier, the president of the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, that presidential inauguration.
You know, Buster wanted me to be his first lady, but he died 2 days later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was performing his first official function, breaking a bottle of champagne.
I am going to make all you women wealthy.
How come whenever my ship comes in, it's leaking?
I am planning on opening a research and development lab. We can come up with new and exciting novelties that will make today's plastic vomit obsolete. To make all of this happen, all I need from each of you is $1,000.
100% better.
And that's the big secret?
Oh, no. The big secret was that Miss MacGyver and Miss McKee were sharing a one-bedroom apartment off campus.
How will you?
Here you go, ladies. Dorothy, would you like some hors d'oeuvres?
No.
In a gay bar?
Blanche, this isn't a gay bar.
Clay, now, we did say we were going to be honest with each other. All right, now, I can do my part. You just watch this. You all over at the bar? I just want to say that I would be very proud to have any one of you date my brother.
Footsteps and a man's voice and the alarm went off.
It was Lester. He accidentally set off the alarm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You shot my boss.
I didn't shoot Lester.
I'd rather you shot Lester.
I think I'll pass on the nightcap, Blanche.
Go on home, you old fool. Bad date. What did you do the rest of the night?
Well, I tried to comfort him. I must have lost track of time because the next thing I knew it was morning. Oh, I better get some rest. We're meeting for lunch.
Actually, Ted Koppel was the first name that came to mind. But he looks like Howdy Doody's illegitimate son. He could end it with a poem.
He did that last time.
No, he did. What happens? Dorothy, do you think they're really going to make any money with that business?
One fabric softener.
Now, what's the matter?
I'll tell you what's the matter. I cannot believe that you are actually going to go out with Stan again tonight.
Why shouldn't I go out with Stan again tonight?
You're right. It's my mistake. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend.
Then why are you sleeping with my husband? That happens a lot with people when they retire. Maybe you should talk to him about it.
Maybe you're right.
Hey, everybody, I found the perfect guy to convert the garage. Follow me. Everybody, this is Vincenzo.
Ma, who is Vincenzo?
Once upon a time, on a beautiful spring day, Henny Penny was waking up from a nap under an oak tree when an acorn fell from the tree and hit her on the head. Funny, when I was a little girl in Sicily and they told this story.
Hi, girls. Oh, my gosh, have we missed you? Oh, Rose.
You look wonderful. Come on, give me a big hug.
So happy to see you.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, Rose. It just must feel wonderful being cured.
Oh, I'm not cured.
What do you mean?
And she knows what I'm going through.
Well, not exactly. Actually, I've never been with a married man.
Get out of here.
No, it's true. I just never figured a relationship with a married man was worthwhile.
Good for you, Blanche.
Well, I'm no fool. The husband...
It looks like it's going to be a long night.
I want to enjoy being with my favorite niece. No.
Okay, how about this one? What was the name of the informant who Crockett and Tubbs accidentally set up in the Cool Running episode? There's no way.
That was Noogie, better known on the street as the Noog Man.
The lowest you're gonna see.
Are you kidding? This is the highest I have seen. Look!
$3,000?
Hey, ladies, hire whoever you like, but I'm an expert. I can take a toilet apart blindfolded.
Now there's a dying art. What's your point?
The point is, a lot of things can go wrong. Wood rot, loose plaster, cracked pipe.
What'd she do, play the piano?
She plays the piano. You just wait till you see this. Okay, honey, come on, it's showtime. Yeah, come on, sweetheart. Oh, I know, here we go.
Okay, Cal, without telling me all the time. How do you think I got pregnant with your brother Phil?
Just remember, Dorothy, I'll handle everything. I'm a salesman. I deal with people all the time. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Shut up, Stan.
Mellow out.
Yes, Blanche, you landed on Grab That Dough. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, we're shafted.
That's right, Sophia. The green team automatically wins a chance to grab that dough in our magic money machine. Come this way.
I wanted to surprise you. Surprise!
Oh, did you come all this way by yourself?
No, I came with Becky.
Well, Becky, how do you do?
Oh, Rose, I had to see you again because I felt terrible about the way we left things.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, Rose, I owe you.
What? What did you mean?
Well, I think that we have to tell Rose what we did.
Oh, yes, I have been thinking the same thing. If they ever find out about those lies in her biography, she'll be the laughing stock of St. Olaf. Here they come.
Girls.
Oh, she means in the sack.
Where's Sophia?
Oh, she and Gloria went shopping. They haven't come back yet.
Gloria seems like a lovely person.
She is a lovely person. And she's sophisticated and worldly and wealthy and has never had a pimple in her life.
Where Flipper comes to the rescue. It was only after that I picked up Rose's pamphlets and read about these magnificent creatures.
That's beautiful. Water lily?
All right, you dolphin people, get away from the gate.
Watch it! Why can't you people see the light?
For closure.
Stan, I'm confused. Is this true?
Doc, we're both men. Let's not do this to each other.
Stanley.
Okay, I lied, but so what? You never have?
Only once, Stanley. The night I told you it was good for me, too.
And you said she didn't have a sense of humor.
I'm dead.
I am so mad. I just got a letter from back home all about my high school reunion. I didn't know I was going to miss such a good time. Listen to this. Dear Rose, you sure did miss a good time. The precision drill team...
Just hit that music, girl, and follow my lead. Look into my eyes. I don't know.
Honey, I don't understand. If you and the kids hit it off, then what's the problem?
Well, I hardly ever see Richard. Today was the third time this week he's had a last-minute meeting, and I had to spend the day with the kids.
He's a busy man.
Too busy. Even little Richard came up to me and said, "Now, don't worry, this happens all the time."
Listen, Missy, as long as the good Lord keeps me on this earth, I'm your father. And don't you ever call me a fool.
Daddy, just please call off this wedding.
And then once in grade school, I crossbred a rutabaga and a potato, but I couldn't decide whether to call it a rutatato or a potato bagel.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse.
You, Dorothy? You were afraid of some big old strong strapping thing like you?
Who am I, Joe Frazier? I had a fear of flying, Rose, and then my sister Gloria got married in California. Of course, I had to go. So I got myself some therapy. And who is kissing you? What'll I do?
Very good.
What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles to?
I'm going to bed.
Oh, come on, Rose, you just got up.
With my life, it's not like I'll miss anything.
Oh.
Poor Rose. I hate seeing her so upset.
She's just not very good at judging herself. She can't see all her accomplishments the way we can.
You know something? Maybe all this resume needs...
I know, the way that they charge you for the whole night when you're only there for a few hours. My roommate Dorothy told me that. She's a slut.
And she knows what I'm going through.
Well, not exactly. Actually, I've never been with a married man.
Get out of here.
No, it's true. I just never figured a relationship with a married man was worthwhile.
Good for you, Blanche.
Well, I'm no fool. The husband... Maybe Rex is right. Maybe I have gained a few pounds. Maybe I could try a little harder.
You are buying right into this.
What makes you such an expert on relationships? This is male-female stuff. This is what I know. If I need advice on jigsaw puzzles, I'll come to you.
Second set.
Oh, Ma. Oh, this brings back so many memories. The time I was 5.
Bad idea.
Ma, you all right?
I'm fine. I just panicked for a minute. This day, Ham Lushbow remains the one man in my entire life I could not conquer. The one. But come Saturday night, I have a feeling my record's going to be intact again.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were Blanche. Sometimes these things aren't meant to be. Like...
Oh, remind me before you leave,
I went back to the bakery and got your mother some anise cookies.
You don't have to try so hard. You know, to be honest, I still can't believe how much my mother liked you.
Yeah, I liked her too. One thing puzzled me, though.
Easy, because you're afraid I'm going to fall apart. Damn it, why is this happening to me? I mean, this isn't supposed to happen to people like me. You must have gone to bed with hundreds of men. All I had was one innocent operation.
Hey, wait a minute.
But it does make it a lot more complicated. So, Frank, you cannot go through with this.
Dorothy.
No. It's a mistake that we would both regret for the rest of our lives. No matter how strongly you feel, Frank, I cannot let you leave the priesthood for me.
What? Well, isn't it obvious? Veiled, shapely creatures, unknown to the family, coming to say one last secret goodbye to their special friend.
You mean?
That's right, sluts. I can't believe they came all the way from Newark. What?
You know them? Of course, Rose. You know, like windshield wipers.
So they work.
I assume so, yes.
Happy. You're the one that's not happy, Mama. You're doing it again. You'll tell me how to live my life. What do you mean? Nothing's ever enough for you. It wasn't enough that I was pretty. I had to be the prettiest. Or that I was popular. I had to be the most popular. Or that I was bright. I had to be the brightest.
Well, that didn't mean you had to run out and become the fattest. It's my Uncle Lucas. He's perfect. All man, all heart, all yours.
Blanche, forget it. It's not going to work out. I mean, he's a little bit country, and I'm a little bit too smart for this.
You've got Uncle Lucas all wrong. He's a man of cultivation and high taste.
So I'm Mrs. Schoolteacher, and I'm going to be your friend just for today. Of course, Kolak from Twilar will also be here. Later. We moved to a new neighborhood. I was mad because he always made new friends more easily than I did. And I'm mad today because I never wanted to give the eulogy at my kid brother's funeral. I'm mad because he died.
Is there any chance I could persuade you girls to join me for a murder mystery weekend?
Blanche, are you kidding? I have read every word Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler ever wrote. Now, Sam Spade and Philip Marlowe have become a part of me. She had more curves than the Monaco Grand Prix and was...
Look, what are we sitting around here all depressed about? Just because it's Valentine's Day and our dates dumped us?
And your high school ring, class, and...
Give me that.
Oh, Blanche, it's good to see you back to your old self again. But don't forget the doctor said nothing too strenuous for a few days, then you'll be fine.
I am not back to my old self. As a matter of fact, I may never be.
What are you talking about, Blanche?
Listen, I know this sounds crazy, and if it hadn't happened, they shot my balls.
Thank God, I hated that thing.
What are you doing shooting? Are you crazy?
I heard a noise. I thought it was the robbers. I managed to live 81 years. I survived pneumonia, 2 operations, a stroke. One night I'll belt.
I hate phone calls in the middle of the night. Now I'll never get back to sleep. I'm as jumpy as a virgin at a prison rodeo.
Boy, that's pretty jumpy.
How could the stand have burned to the ground?
I don't know.
We were so careful.
I have a confession to make. The reason I sent you 2 ahead and said I'd lock up is because I wanted a cigarette. And I guess I didn't put it out.
Oh, well, I wouldn't.
Well, I'm ready for John. Oh, I've waited a long time for this night.
Dorothy, I'm begging you, don't go out with this guy. He hurt you once, he'll hurt you again.
I am not going out with him.
But you said you were going to make him suffer. Don't you have to date a man to do that?
Not this time. No.
Feeble. If I can find the living room.
Dorothy, what just happened? Well, weren't you listening? Sophia came in and asked Dorothy to drive her to the mall for a blood pressure test, and then Dorothy told Sophia that they had a date to go out to dinner Friday night, and then Sophia said that she and the...
Wendell, I called you paisan, friend, brother of the scalp. Because if I may get philosophical for just one moment, I've always believed we bald men are like any other minority. That's why we have to stick together.
Who you calling bald?
Nobody. Just
Dorothy, fix him a plate.
Later, Ma.
Breathe normally.
Later I could be dead. I won't know whether he liked it.
Sophia, please. I can't hear. And I ate at my mother's.
What did you eat?
Kreplach.
You're Jewish?
All right, now, relax.
How come so many doctors are Jewish?
Because their mothers are.
People have looked right past me. You know, when I was growing up, the first day back at school every year, half the other kids always thought I was new in town. I had to bring in a yearbook to prove that they were wrong. But all the same, I always felt that deep inside me was a great man trying to get out. So I went into politics.
What do you say about us getting back together?
Come on in, girls. See? What did I tell you?
Ma, what are you doing?
I was having a meeting with my vacation club. It seems there are a lot of children who like to take vacations without their mothers.
Yeah, but then what do you... Yeah. Oh, so the contract is valid? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Everything is on the up and up. He does have a fight scheduled. All we have to do is hire a cut man, but I can probably do that on my way back from the dry cleaners.
Yes, you're telling me that you're not going to take me back?
Yes, Stanley, that's right.
Let me get this straight. You're definitely not going to take me back?
Look, Stanley, I'm sorry.
Dorothy, I'd like to hear the rest of this, but I better get down to the lobby and grab Chrissy before somebody else does.
Hello. Wow, aren't you Tiffany Blaine? The lady on Grab That Dough who stands in front of stuff and does this.
Yes, I... It was my high school graduation. I was valedictorian.
You were valedictorian?
Yes. I was fourth out of 19 graduating seniors. Anyway...
Wait a minute. Rose, if you were fourth, how were you chosen valedictorian?
Lanes of jokes growing up. Actually, it ran in the family. In our breakfast room, we had one whole wall covered with kick me signs we had collected. Oh, there was a story attached to each one of them, and in some cases, the original Scotch tape.
Thorndike.
Oh, she's a local novelist whose stories are all set in Florida.
Wait a second. Barbara Thorndike. Didn't she write Evil Wind over Pensacola?
Oh, you know it?
No, and I go to bed with it every night. Well, what's it about? How the hell should I know? My mattress frame lost a caster. I use it to keep the bed level.
Sure did.
Where did it go wrong, Dorothy?
Oh, who knows? These things happen.
Oh, I remember. I wasn't happy at home under the sheets. Dorothy, you're hurting.
Fox, will you go down the hallway and just look at the roll of Blanche? I said, well, surely if I have to. So I came back very quickly, and he said, let me hear you read it, and I did, and then he said, thank you very much, and that was that. Then I was called in again, and this time Betty White was there, and she didn't have...
Yes, I am. That's Ava Braun standing next to him.
You recognize Ava Braun?
Well, sure, she was our high school PE teacher. It was rumored she used to date Mr. Stickelmeyer.
Rose, that's it. I just can't take any more.
stay right where they are. The wagons will be here momentarily to transport all of you downtown.
Downtown? He means jail.
Oh, really, Rose? I thought he meant Neiman Marcus.
I've never been in jail.
Well, until I was 17.
What happened then?
Your father put his hand in my blouse. So I felt soiled, filthy, dirty. You know, in love. But this time I'm going to fulfill my destiny.
Before I start this piece, I just have one question to ask. Do I play the violin?
Oh, no.
I'm afraid I can't remember the piece I'm supposed to play. Look, this happens sometimes after a fight. Can I come back tomorrow?
I'm afraid not. You won't be eligible again until...
Fortune. That man is guilty.
Oh, come on, that's circumstantial evidence. I mean, it's not enough to convict him.
Well, actually, the more damning evidence was a snapshot they found of Duncan dressed in scuba gear, dragging Tippy's body down the stairs wrapped in a carpet.
Woman was in the mirror. I didn't even recognize her.
Who was it?
It was me.
Oh, Rose Precious?
He mauled me, Rose.
Buster did that, but he seemed so sweet.
Well, he may be, Rose, but he just doesn't like me. Yeah. Sometimes in life that happens. For instance, I don't like you.
But everybody likes me.
Can't say that anymore, Rose.
You really?
Fines. You know where to find me.
Dorothy, I have terrible news. We don't have an MC for the talent show. Kent Ferguson, the KTMB weatherman, has just dropped out.
Oh, you have to be kidding. What happened?
All the men were bald. Just me and a bunch of bald men. Oh, and I kept hearing the voice of God. Anyway, one day I just finally said to myself, Blanche, you are bigger than this. You don't have to succumb to any dream. Unless it involves meeting Mel Gibson at an oyster bar.
No, oh, honey, no.
All right, that's it. We got to get that antique dealer off the membership committee.
Unless she really cares, take it from me. And I happen to like you.
Life stinks.
I know. Things are tough at home, and that really does stink. But you have a choice. You can tough it out, or you can let it beat you. But right now you're here, and this doesn't...
Somebody help me with the groceries.
Oh, great. That's Dorothy. I gotta get both dogs into my room. Come on, boys.
You know, Sophia, I'm not too sure that's a good idea.
Dorothy sees me with these two. She'll know I screwed up.
Yeah, but there's something I think you're not considering here. Sophia. Dear. Sophia,
I'm not a hooker. I was arrested by mistake.
Oh, that's what I always tell the judge, too.
How did you get mixed up in this sort of thing?
I don't know. Things were bad at home. I ended up in Miami. It just happened.
Nothing could be bad enough at home for you to end up doing...
Time since I've taken you to the movies, hasn't it? Blanche, this guy has gone past being a challenge. He is really treating you very badly.
Oh, Dorothy, you'll see. I'm just reeling him in.
Blanche, look, I usually don't talk to you about the menu date.
Nor do I talk to you about the menu date. Oh, listen to me. I made a joke.
What is this, Wimbledon?
Oh, Sophia, stop that.
Oh, Sophia, I'm glad you're here. You know I'm moving in with Kirsten tomorrow.
Oh, never say that, Rose.
But But you're a teacher. You think for a living.
Well, don't be so impressed. I have summers off.
How you can stand listening to me and all my ridiculous stories.
Your stories are very...
Could spend all his days happy, whittling away, because his family was there for him. I will never forget that look on his face. He was happier than a Kentucky yearling of frolicking in bluegrass as high as a hoot owl's perch on the top of a spring
In English, Jethro, in English.
He was happy.
Again.
Ma, go to bed.
Maybe I'll have some shredded wheat now. That way we'll get to the life sooner.
I'm really worried about her.
Oh, Sophia's always like that when you wake her up in the middle of the night.
Not Ma, Rose. Ever since she took that death trip, she's been a different person.
Well, that's no excuse.
Can't believe one stupid mistake on my part could undo all of that.
Well, believe it. It was one hell of a stupid mistake.
Well, was I the first guy to ever go through a midlife crisis and react that way?
Probably not. But you were the first one I was married to.
Dorothy, hear me out. I know what you're thinking.
I wanted to surprise you. Oh. Surprise! Oh, did you go all this way by yourself? No, I came with Becky.
Well, Becky, how do you do?
Oh, Rose, I had to see you again because I felt terrible about the way we left things.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, Rose, I owe you.
I wanted to be kissed by you. And oh, couldn't aspire to anything higher than your desire to make my arms. That's how we do.
Working at this age.
I never dreamt I'd be this age.
Let me tell you girls the three most important things I learned about life. Number one, hold fast to your friends. Number two, there's no such thing as security. And number three, don't go see Ishtar.
Hello. Hello. Do you have a match?
I think so. Let's see. Here you go.
So am I. I can't believe you lied to me.
Well, now, don't be too hard on her, Rose. Although she may have been doing it for the wrong reason, at least the decision was right, because baby is better off here. Well, why are y'all looking at me like I'm a murderer? I tell you, this pig is dying because he's old and sick. Now, I refuse to...
Hiya, Cupcake. It's time to play Connect the Freckles. Not now, Max. Would you hand me the...
What the hell is going on here? A religious vision. Oh, God, it's so beautiful.
Sophia, please. Our Savior wouldn't be caught dead in that outfit. Well, I guess I ought to go talk to Rose. Where is she?
In the kitchen.
Oh, is she still upset?
That was the worst night I've ever spent in bed with a woman in my life.
Wait a minute, Ham. Are you saying the only reason you've kept turning me down is because of the bad time you had that night?
Yes. Oh, well, Blanche, this changes everything. Is all that...
hurt.
Dorothy! Sal, do something about your daughter.
Dorothy, come over here. Good night, Ma.
Good night, pussycat.
To die.
I don't want to.
Who does?
You know, I'd settle for even just one more day. God knows why. Tomorrow I'm cleaning the closets.
Ma, I love you.
You know what, Dorothy?
What?
Death sucks.
We've always had dry bottoms but wet T-shirts because I always forgot to point the little ooh-hoo south.
You know, I didn't even think about that until Michael was at least 6 months old.
Oh, what's an ooh-hoo? You didn't.
Well, I was teaching English lit at the time. Symbolism was my life.
I understand what you went through, Dorothy. I remember how I felt when I thought Charlie was cheating on me.
Charlie?
I see. Oh, well, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Emily's mom.
The walkathon people. Everybody's left the staging area. There's no sign of Emily's parents.
Oh, what do we do now?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think we might have to start thinking about
see where Crisco is made. The point is, we thought I'd have enough money for the rest of my life as long as I had his pension. Now the reality is I probably have enough for only a couple of months.
What a tool.
If you want to change your mind, there's still time to get to the funeral.
Dorothy, come look at these old pictures.
I'm dead. I am so mad. I just got a letter from back home all about my high school reunion. I didn't know I was going to miss such a good time. Listen to this. Dear Rose, you sure did miss a good time. The precision drill team.
I'm busy.
What are you doing?
It's Tuesday night. I'm cleaning out my purse.
Did all that stuff come out of your purse?
No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenomen in the rain bonnet came from.
Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood?
Forget
That is fantastic.
I have faith again. Kill the killers. This calls for champagne. I'll get it.
Oh, no, honey, there's none on ice.
Well, I'll put some in the freezer. Be ready in 20 minutes.
Oh, so what happens now? I guess you press charges, right?
Well, no, actually not. He might press charges, though.
Mr. Big.
I know that guy. That's just a stage name.
Ma, I don't like this new crowd that you're hanging out with. Now, why are you with these people? Hindenburg disaster. Ma, look who's here.
Oh, so, Mary. When's the baby due?
Ma, you're talking to a 16-year-old girl.
A knocked-up 16-year-old girl.
लगी
मामी मिरासू मना माय बापुले समजाडिले सू दिले बनाड तुमरी परी दिले बनाड तुमरी परी त्याना लगन अमन करीन त्याना लगन अमन करी दिले बनाड तुमरी नवरी दिले बनाड तुमरी नवरी त्याना लगन अमन करीन त्याना लगन अमन करी